Event at Shepparton tonight. There's a look at the market for you. And Puzzle Prize now at $3.70 for the running of the 7th event on the program there. And 1 to beat 8 and 7 are the selections by Ron Hawkswell. This feature event, the Shepparton Cup. Now runners just moving away from the boxes. It looks like they're about to come forward now. So let's take you down to the track for the call of the 2003 Shepparton Cup. Here's Ron Hawkswell.
The boxes for the Cup. 290 a Rock Eye, 350 Puzzle Prize, 520 Brumby Glad, 520 Halls Northern. Right, greyhounds at the boxes now for the running of race 7, the big one. And this is the Lockwood Floats Shepparton Cup final listed race, a Group 2 race, 23,500 of the winner. And as they're at the start, Rock Eye number 1 at 280. Yes, thank you, Nick. 280 number 1 at Rock Eye off the rails box. 13 Regal Baz, 41 Catalabale, 360 Puzzle Prize. 35 Smack Wallop, 530 Brumby Glad, 18 for Stanford and 580 Halls Northern. At the start for the Lockwood Floats Shepparton Cup final. So this is a traditionally one of the great races on the greyhound calendar each year, and they've got a crackerjack feel for the final tonight. Greyhounds behind the boxes now and about to be called in for the Shepparton Cup final. 280 a Rock Eye number 1, 360 Puzzle Prize, 520 Brumby Glad, 6 even Halls Northern. They're coming in. A Rock Eye to 1, Catalabale and 3, Smack Wallop 5, Stanford 7 as they move in. Regal Baz, Puzzle Prize, Brumby Glad, Halls Northern. The green light is there, set. Lockwood Floats Shepparton Cup final. About to run. Racing, a Rock Eye missed it on the inside and Puzzle Prize won the start. Puzzle Prize 2 lengths in front early over Brumby Lad. Then Smack Wallop followed by Stanford. A Rock Eye's well back with Regal Baz, Catalabale and dropping out the last Halls Northern. Up the back and Puzzle Prize about 4 lengths clear. Brumby Lad up on the inside there. Regal Baz followed by Smack Wallop. But Puzzle Prize giving a dazzling display up the straight is clear. Puzzle Prize takes the cup by 3 lengths. Brumby Lad second, third Regal Baz. Behind them then on the outside is Smack Wallop followed by Stanford. A Rock Eye was well back and back near the rear would have been Halls Northern. Catalabale a fair way back, a brilliant run all the way straight to the front. Puzzle Prize 4-6-2. Puzzle Prize the winner. Brumby Glad second and Regal Baz third. 6:24, 12:25 and an overall time in the cup of 24:58. A sensational run. Puzzle Prize now makes it the Bendigo, Geelong and Shepparton Cups. Puzzle Prize, number 4, the winner, showing about 350 and 170. Brumby Glad around 180 and 280 for Regal Baz. The winner, Puzzle Prize by Solve the Puzzle. From Princess Rima, raced by John Alexander and trained by Peter Giles. 6 Brumby Glad for John Bushell and 2 Regal Baz, Peter Giles third. Officially 4th in the cup was number 5, Smack Wallop. 5 has run 4th. And the winning margin was 2 3/4 lengths, with 1 length between second and third. 2 3/4 by 1 and a sizzling run of 24:58. The Puzzle Prize, a brilliant display. That's 5 in a row now to Puzzle Prize and 3 provincial cups.
Well, Puzzle Prize taking out the feature event at Shepparton tonight. Don't forget, we also have the feature event out of Wentworth Park, race 9, the Vic Peters Classic, coming your way in a few moments' time. Well, officially good evening to you everybody. Great to be with you tonight. A big day of racing today and a good night of greyhound and harness racing action coming your way. Hope you can stay with us and back a few winners on in the meantime as well. Let's look ahead to Bankstown.
Ball game, because there's some of these greyhounds get around the 30 mark, and if they get away from him, well, he may not be able to rein them in.
I'd love to see him and Dancing Habit go together into the first team, because I'm not too convinced that he's that much quicker than Dancing Habit.
No, well, Dancing Habit, I think, somewhere around about a 29.85, something like that for a PB. So there's not much between them on the clock. I would imagine, though, Collision would probably defeat Dancing Habit if it was like that. There's a greyhound in the race, I must admit. He's been a good dog to me. Dean is Big Bad Gus. I don't believe he's all that badly drawn out in the 7. If he just misses that early jam up at the start and a few dogs help him out by veering left and all that sort of thing, he's the type of dog that just get a fly on the first bend, and he can run around that 30-1 mark, and it's going to be difficult to come from behind. And I've also got a very big opinion of the red. I think Cadmium is certainly well boxed, and it was a tremendous run here last week behind Collision, and it's a greyhound that probably could be the real knockout dog if something happens.
So for a bit of value, Big Bad Gus.
I think, yeah, for the girls.
So you've done well if you've backed Collision tonight, 210, and Dancing Habit second favourite at 390. I'm tipping Dancing Habit. As I said earlier, I think experience might be the key here. She has raced the best greyhounds for the last couple of months and has done very well indeed. And look, don't let box 6 worry you. Jeff Cook was telling me that it took her a couple of starts to get back to her best after that trip to Melbourne. He thinks he's got her back to her absolute best tonight, and he is pretty confident that she can jump from box number 6. But Collision, I guess the worst thing that rival trainers will want to see is him in front on the first turn, because then we're looking at about a 29.8, 29.9 run. So I've gone 6 to beat through. 3 atop the class, very promising pup. You've got to put him into your trifectas. I think he's a big factor from box number 2, and Cadmium, the Victorian, certainly has to go into multiples off box number 1. Quality field. I think in a few months' time we'll be looking back at the Vic Peters and saying, well, what a wonderful race it was. It's produced 4 or 5 really top-class greyhounds, and I think that'll be the case after tonight's race. But I'm tipping number 6 to beat 3, 2 and 1. Dancing Habit, the top selection. She's now into $3.30. Collision, the favourite at 2.10, and Big Bad Gus, third pick on the tote. They're about to be boxed. Paul Ambrosoli getting ready to call the Vic Peters final.
$10 top of the class, and to Cadmium, in they go. Last of them locked away. The Big Peters field is set. The green light is through to the control tower. The bunny is set in motion for the 2003 Vic Peters Memorial Classic, set ready. And racing. Collision came out like a rocket. That should be shut the gate. Cadmium got away brilliantly on the inside. Next to the race, Big Bad Gus, Crazy Cola. They were followed next by Dancing Habit, top of the class, and the tail ender was Winsome Revenge. Down the back, same as last week. It's Collision on top by 4. Cadmium's trying hard to stay in touch. A minute away next, Big Bad Gus, Dancing Habit, followed by Winsome Revenge. And the next one, Crazy Cola. Collision clear. Cadmium's trying its heart out, but Collision races away to score, clocking 29.73. That's the record. Cadmium second. Third in the event was Big Bad Gus, followed by Winsome Revenge. Next up, Crazy Cola, Big Bad Gus, Awesome Cole. Never got in the hunt, on top of the class, back near the tail. 29.73 is the time on the board. 29.73 is the time on the board. 5.34, 13.80 on the superfecta. 6, 4 and 8 are the numbers you require. Collision by Awesome Assassin out of Rumble Spirit, owned and trained by Tony Lockett of Moss Vale. One Red Cadmium has run an enormous race for second. When you are chasing something running fast time, the second dog has always got the toughest task, because you just have to at some stage give up. And that greyhound took a length off Collision for mine as they went down the back before Collision tore away to win by 7 1/4 lengths. 5 1/4 lengths separated Cadmium and Big Bad Gus. Number 6 wound up in 4th position, followed by 4 and 3. 5.34, 13.8. Sensational splits. 29.73 the time. I remember the time the night that Some Secret set the record out here, and Some Secret whistled around the course in 29.74. It was dead set, it was dead set a record. Actually, 29.73. It's equalled the record. I thought it'd break the record. I thought Some Secret ran 74. It's 73 that Some Secret's credited with. I always thought that was 74. There you go. 73, so it's equal the record. It's equal the record, and I can remember the night that it ran the record, and there was no doubt what Collision was doing in the back straight tonight, but it's its home run. It just coasts down the straight as though, as though it's just joined in the race. It does it so easily. That's it for race number 8. The Vic Peters goes to Collision as the tote dividends are being semaphor'd.
We're up to heat 5.
6 and 8. Right now on Sky Channel, there you can see all the action taking place out at Wentworth Park, trophies and all those sorts of things taking place out there. A lot of happy souls. We're going to take a quick break here on Sky Channel and be back with more on the other side of this.